on. It's a pitch for him that he likes.
He gets started with a swinging strike one to Mikuláš Balog. Ilya Kolomoets was on this team last year. He had been there the year before. Came back much improved. It's a bouncer at short and nicely handled by Yuki Kubota. And the first out behind Kensei Takeuchi. This team went 4-0 in the Japan region tournament. Nicely spotted. And a strikeout in the first for Kensei Takeuchi, and there's 2 down. The 8th pitch of the plate appearance. On the way. Beautiful, snapped off by Kensei Takeuchi. Fans 2 in a 1-2-3 first.
Leadoff hitter in the box.
Roped over first and down the right field line. A fair ball from Yuki Kubota. Good start, good 2-strike hitting and a leadoff single for the team from Tokyo. One of the real talents on this team. First pitch swinging, blooped into right, and that'll drop down. Back-to-back singles to begin the bottom of the first inning for Tokyo. Loves playing his table tennis as well. On the ground, sharply into right field, a base hit. Yuki Kubota to the plate. Mikuláš Barta's throw was a dart, but not in time. And Japan jumps out to a 1-0 lead in the first.
It was actually a lot closer than I originally thought. A great throw from Barta out there in right field. And you see Kubota just get underneath that tag. That's great base running too. Beautiful look right there at home plate.
And here is Yamamoto. Hammered on a line into center, and Mate Bushina doubles him off. A run scores as Tensei Yasuo comes in, but the Czech Republic will absolutely take that. Batter now is Kensei Takeuchi, the pitcher, and he pops to first, and David Prokeš.
That's that consistency and repetition with the release.
Nasty breaking ball, darting down and away again, and it's 3 straight strikeouts. Well, 2-strike magic cooked up for Kensei Takeuchi. And they're going to be busy with that because Kensei keeps getting to 2 strikes. Big soccer player as well back home. Punches out here. 3 strikeouts and only 3 pitches away from an immaculate inning.
Hitting his spots early on. A lot of consistency with the curveball, the slider, the 2-seam, the cutter. Everything is working for Takeuchi. Part of their education.
4-pitch walk, and Junshin Yamada is on. His dad is here watching just as a fan, overseeing his son managing. Subaru Yoshida strokes one into center over Mate Bushina. Junshin Yamada races around third. He will score. It's a triple for Subaru Yoshida.
And then he said, you know what, I'm just going to stroke this thing to center field. And it's a great effort out there from Bushina, but the ball just took off on him. And they're off to the races. Yamada being able to go first to home. Great base run in there, and that ball was absolutely smoked.
Yusei Hayashi, the second baseman, waits on the 0-1. Line drive in the right field, scoring Subaru Yoshida. 4-0 Japan off to the races. And again, if you're joining us late, he's filling in for the manager, Sergei Holovko, who's out due to suspension. This is roped into left center field by Itsuki Masuyama. It's a double, and it's second and third for Japan, and still nobody out.
Early in the count.
Flared and just out of the reach past Patrick Peck, and they're loaded up for Japan. A harmless floater to the left of the mound. Choked up on the bat. And a bases loaded walk scores another for Japan. Rare 2-strike count for him here. On the ground towards second. Mikuláš Binek goes to second for the force. Another run scores with Itsuki Masuyama in from third, and it's 6-0 with 1 away. The son following in his father's footsteps. That's a 4-pitch walk to Yuki Kubota, and the bases are loaded again, and that's how they got here. He gets hit by a pitch, and Tensei Yazawa will reach. And it scores another run, and good sportsmanship and a smile from old Tensei here in Williamsport. This is pulled down the line in right into the corner, and a fine running catch from Mikuláš Barta. It's a sac fly and does score Ritsugu Furusato, and it's 8-0 Japan.
Outfielders got to be athletic and not giving up on anything.
Hammered by Yushi Yamamoto and off the wall. Yuki Kubota scores with Tensei Yazawa right behind him. It's a 2-run triple for Yushi Yamamoto.
Well, in the open, we talked about Yushi Yamamoto's pitching ability, but this kid can swing the bat too. Ball was struck out there off the wall. Short, compact, a lot of power in his swing, but let's watch him run too. He starts to open up the stride length, and my man can actually move.
They look the part. On the line in the right field, base hit Kensei Takeuchi. Yushi Yamamoto scores, and it's an 11-run lead for Japan.
Right, guy's going to be aggressive early in the count. You're going to see a lot of low line drives.
And offensively said swing hard. It's a hot shot right at the shortstop. Mikuláš Barta with a fine play to end the inning. They scored in each of their games last year. Swing and a miss, and another strikeout. How about 6 in a row for Kensei Takeuchi? So he's at 36 pitches. Now, when he started that last plate appearance, he was still in the threshold of 21 to 35 pitches, because you're allowed to finish an at-bat at each threshold. So there you see it, 36. He only needs 1 day rest, and should you win this game, you come back and play Monday. 9th pitch to Adrian Batura, and a bouncing ball at second, and handled nicely by Yusei Hayashi. There's 2 down.
To stay away from covering both sides of the plate, or I can just look middle as well.
Like that, struck well by Mikuláš Banek, but handled by Yushi Yamamoto. 15 runs after 3 innings. So even though it's a 6-inning game and we only go to the bottom of the 3rd, with 4 runs, Japan could walk it off right here. All right, I'm going to give you a couple pitches to think about it. Best thing you used to get as a kid that isn't still at concession stands. Nicely recovered by Lukáš Hanak at second base.
Oh, pixie sticks. I think.
Oh, yeah. That's a great call. Roller at short, and it caroms away as Yusei Hayashi gets aboard with 1 out for Japan here in the last of the 3rd.
That is out there just whipping something up. That's good.
Popped up Itsuki Masuyama right back to the new pitcher, Mikuláš Banek. There's 2 away quickly for Japan in the 3rd after a rogue pillow fight. On the 7th pitch, Taishin Shibazaki works a walk, and there's 2 on for Japan. Funnel cake in there? Come on, we need funnel cakes. Suzuki flips one over short into left field. Yusei Hayashi to the plate. And it's a 2-out run-scoring single for Taisei Suzuki.
You see him load up here. Gets the hands inside, barrel out in front, head down on the baseball. Balance swing.
Thankfully, he's going to keep us nourished up here in the booth. In the air to center, and Mate Bushina to end the inning. Japan gets 1 more. Pretty sturdy work by the Czech Republic in that inning. The connection he has in making new friends. Swing and a miss, and a strikeout for Tensei Yazawa. Japan's 2 outs away. Here comes the 3-1 from Yazawa, and it misses. Well, Lukáš's decision pays off. Hanak is Czechia's first base runner with 1 out here in the 4th.
Trying to get base runners. Got to score 2 at least.
There's a strikeout from Tensei Yazawa, and they are 1 out away from a win and a combined no-hitter. So it's up to Mikuláš Balog, the leadoff hitter for the Czech Republic. First pitch swinging, popped up. Subaru Yoshida puts it away. A combined no-hitter for Japan, representing their country with their flag right on the head of Tensei Yazawa.
It was extremely impressive seeing Japan come out here and take care of business. from a pitching standpoint first, right? You set the tone by throwing a lot of strikes, but then the bats just erupted early in this one.